And Mark is sporting a black version of his SMK character celebration t-shirt with the victory poses of the 8 characters printed on the front. The more of Patrick's face we colour, the better. That's a bit cruel. I, for one, am a fan of the if Bruce Springsteen was a dentist look. So a nice little argy-bargy at the start has left Patrick off the track. Mark with the feather. Oh, jumping straight into a hole. It's always a risk if you miss the zipper and still go over that bumper. It's brought both players right back next to each other for a little bit of argy-bargy. Interesting to see what Patrick does with this feather. I half expect him just to get rid of it on the main straight. He's keeping it though. Is he going to try and do the platform jump with it? Keeping it. Interesting. I'm very surprised Patrick isn't cycling that feather out looking for something like a red shell. I think that was probably a mistake to keep hold of it. Now he's cycled it out, but he's well outside of red shell range now. GV3 is nervy. It's a nervy track, especially if you're a newer player. Coming on to lap 5, it can seem like you want to fall off at every single corner. It's the last major challenge getting around here. Gets a zipper. Gets the line, so that should be safe for Mark. Into a 1-0 lead.
Very nice.
It's quite early in the morning, Admiral Smith. Maybe in the evening when we've had a few beers, things can get a little bit more jokey. Mark out front with the red shell. Patrick doing the long boost. That red shell is going to catch him. He's facing the wrong way. That's going to be a slow turnaround, but can immediately long boost again if he wants. Chooses not to. I love Choco Island 1 for the match race interactions. As long as players get at least reasonably balanced items between them, you get some absolute cracking races here. Patrick long boosts again out into the lead. Picks up a banana. Mark gets a red shell. It's going to be in range if he fires it immediately around this corner. Holds on to it. That's risky. But Patrick doesn't get a mushroom or a feather, so Mark needs to hop the wall really. Get rid of that. Find a red, find a red, fire. That's too late. Mark could have done that one if he'd shot the red shell a lap earlier, but shooting it where he did on lap 5, it was either going to hit Patrick and push him over the line, or Patrick would have already crossed the line by the time it hit. So Paul, your view on this track, is it the best track in the game? The answer is yes.
It's one of the best tracks in the game. It's a track I absolutely love. It's one that we agree, it's great fun at 100cc. Without a shadow of a doubt. Match race, time trial, it's a lot of fun. In NTSC Grand Prix, it's a nightmare.
I actually used to think exactly the same about GP. But doing that Speed Gaming GP tournament earlier in the year, I kind of learnt the right lines to still maintain full speed across the lane.
Yeah, you don't hate the gate. Now, I'm going to be interested now. Patrick is holding on to this feather a bit. Personally, yeah. I would be using it now.
I don't know, because he would be jumping straight into red shell range again, and then if Mark had picked up an instant feather, it would have been advantage Mark. So holding it for the last lap is absolutely fine, because that then prevents the red shell feather combo overtaking
I
him.
suppose it would open up issues. All right, well, he takes the track. Very nice.
Because when you're, and to be honest, that was it would have taken a miracle for Patrick not to have won that one. But I think holding it to the last lap probably was the best maneuver there, because it eliminates, especially with Mark holding on to the red. If Mark had been cycling through looking for things like lightnings, then maybe use it, but I don't know. I make bad decisions with items in match race, so.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. I always end up having trouble.
Feather's a nicer, it does make that platform jump free. You'd rather get a mushroom, because that also makes the platform jump free. It just lets you do it a lot quicker.
That's 2 lemmings dead.
Yep. Call me Walt Disney. That platform jump, you'll probably see some of the top players doing it itemless.
I'll even shoot it at itemless. As stupid as that might sound.
In match race, if you're up to 10 coins,
10 coins is possible.
You do a boost going into it, it becomes not comfortable.
No.
But you'd probably expect to land it 10 coins with a boost maybe 75% of the time.
Remember in Paris we had a situation with it. I think you had a red shell, and I tried to get myself out of range. Sure, did you have a red shell? Let's finish it.
And I just held on to it because I knew that you didn't really realize, you weren't really comfortable around item usages. So sometimes the best thing you can do with a red shell is just hold on to it, because it makes the other person so nervous that they make strange defensive decisions, and they can end up losing themselves a lot more time doing that than just being hit by the red.